welcome to today's episode. Today we're answering the question from Fatima Bello, and Fatima is actually sending this question in from Kano. So Fatima's question is, she's a new mom, she's just started a new business, which is starting to actually demand so much of her time, and she has a very demanding 9 to 5. How does she balance all three? Coaches, over to you.
Well, I like to start with saying I used to have a 9 to 5 that required me to travel all the time. And I was doing public health. So after I gave birth to my first child, I realized that I really couldn't do it all.
Yeah.
And I had to give up the 9 to 5 and then pursue my business. But I was doing the two at the time. So I always tell people you just have to prioritize and see what do you prefer and what would you prefer to do and things like that. And it's really okay not to have it all. That's just how life is. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. So just decide which one do you prefer to do and go for that.
I love that.
And then also you need the people that work for you. They need to be able to support you a lot. So I don't know if you understand what I mean. So if you have a business, you have to have staff that you can rely on. If you have nannies, you have to have nannies you can rely on as well, to be able to
support system needs to be really strong. I see. Beautiful. Coach Steph?
Yes, so just like Zainab said, you must be prepared to understand and accept that something will have to give depending on certain factors like your support system and whatnot. So I run 2 companies. I guess I'm a new mom. My toddler is 18 months. So technically, yes, I am. And that's my only child. And I'm married. I have 2 domestic staff as well. So there's a lot that is demanding of my time. But I have to always make a decision at any point, is this important towards whatever my bigger picture is. And if it's not, I may just have to let it go. Whether that means turning down certain opportunities, maybe it means maybe not taking on a certain client, maybe it means, I realize maybe I've not spent enough time with my toddler, so I have to just so something must always drop. But it also goes back to, so she says she's a new mom, she has a 9 to 5, she started a new business. So it's also understanding why now? Why throw in that mix? Why throw in that mix now? Can it wait? Because I think we get more and more questions like this today because you go online and you see women that look like they have it all, but you don't understand the setup behind the scenes. Some people have armies of nannies. Some people have armies of staff. Some but they come in and you are thinking, we're all mother and wife together. There's levels to this. So don't kill yourself over, and some people may not even be able to afford so you have to work with what you have. Sometimes life is seasonal. I was complaining to you the other day that I'm feeling like I'm losing my baby girl life. And it's either I'm focusing on my company, I'm focusing on home life, and my social life has time. But very soon, my kid won't need me as much. And I can now move on to a different season. So it's also embracing that. For women, it's just how it is for us. And you can look at our male counterparts and just think it's just easy for them to up and go. But your life has changed. You are now a new mom. First of all, embrace that season. Enjoy it. Because I saw a video that said it was about a mom and kid. It's like the days are long, but the years are short. Before you know it,
it's gone.
You are going for graduation. Then if you have a daughter, you are going to go and look after your grandchild. It's going really fast. So I think for you just have to honestly just take a step back and say, which of this can wait? There's no award for superwoman. If anything happens to you, people say, why didn't she just manage herself?
Superwoman.
So if you even look at the superwoman movie or whatever, she's not a wife and mom. She's not. So if you want to be super, where did you base that off of?
I think just to add to that, right? As you were speaking, I remembered something very interesting I heard from Indira. I don't know if anyone knows Indira, right? The first woman to be the female chairman and CEO of PepsiCo. And one thing that she said that really struck me, she was like, the minute she walks into the house, like from the door. She's no more the CEO. Like she
No.
has that boundary clear.
Clear.
She's like, her husband is saying, "Why did you forget the milk?" Her mom is shouting at her. She's back to being a daughter, and she spoke about support system as well.
Yes.
She's like, it has to be strong. Comes back to what Zainab said.
Yes.
People need to understand that this is what you're focusing on now, and some things might suffer.
Suffer.
So when you're
yes.
doing that, other things would suffer,
Would
and they have to actually forgive you
Yes.
for making that.
But you
mistake
also
and
need
pick up
to
the slack.
Forgive yourself.
Yeah, and apart from you forgiving yourself, I think sometimes I feel that people are not clear enough on where you draw the line. One of the reasons that I was very happy to leave 9 to 5 is I projected that I don't want to have to miss plays because some manager said I should sit somewhere. My boss said I should be at a meeting at 11. I don't want to miss my chance. So I already decided that for the life I want, this will probably not click. I'm going to do this for, you know. So you also need to be clear on your own value system. What is the thing that it's okay for it to suffer for you? For some people, it is okay for their family life to suffer. They've worked that they are okay with that. It's not about a right or wrong. You are the one that determines where you draw the line.
I think you actually just nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
It's not about the right or wrong.
It's not the
because
right or
society
wrong.
has made it like there's a
And
one
the
way.
woman-
Yeah.
So when you're not doing that, you're like, oh my God, what is happening?
What
with
is happening with me, you know? And people around you, yes, will judge, but it's you that knows your inner situation.
True.
And you say, if this is the thing, I'm willing for it to suffer, I can live with it. But then this one, it's a no.
Yeah.
And then you have a decision-making lens as well. Yeah, so it also goes back to what's the value system, what's the thing that it's okay for it to suffer, and what is it not okay to suffer, and what is it not really the season for right now? Because sometimes we're just doing things. Everybody has said that. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you are not having any side thing. You are useless. People have come out and said that. Now, some stay-at-home moms who have no interest in business whatsoever, but who are amazing nurturers for their kids are going and focusing their energy on something that they should.
That would not.
No point.
True. So I feel like you have so much to take away from here, Fatima. I mean, we dug deep into this because we all understand it. You know, it actually pinches for us as well. So just to wrap up, I think the most important thing is to know boundaries, understand the seasons in your life, know when to say no, know what you think is okay for you for one thing to suffer or not, and also have a strong support system. Like Zainab has said, you know, if you choose to do all these 3 things, make sure that you have enough support on all fronts, really, so that by the time you're doing it, each and every one of them would actually be able to thrive side by side. I wish you all the best because it is not easy. There's a lot of thinking to do, there's a lot of planning to do, but there's also a lot of decision to be made here. And I really hope that when you make that decision, you'll be resolute and not feel bad about, you know, choosing to drop one thing or the other. I look forward to your feedback after you have actually, you know, practiced what they have spoken about or actually chosen a path to solving your problem. Thank you so much for sending in your question. If you do learn something from this episode as well, we'd love to hear your feedback. Don't forget to share this also with your friends and tell us how it has helped them. Thank you so much and bye for now.